You're the producer. Very good. I like that.
Sucks. I refuse to bob my head.
Ah.
I'll tell the audience too. I have nothing to do with this. This music sucks.
Oh my God. Let that one marinate for a little bit.
Marinate.
There you go.
Ya está grabando la porquería esta.
Yep. Must you be a thorn in my ass?
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh.
We're live. We're absolutely live. It says it right there on the left-hand corner. You can't see it?
Yeah,
You blind?
Señores, esta música no es
You got,
mía.
you got a problem with your ears?
Yeah.
You got a problem with your ears?
Esta es música de ya tú sabes qué. De la gente del Congo. Yo soy latino. Para que lo sepa. That's my producer. It's all him.
That's right.
That's what it's set up.
What's up? What is up? It's the JD CeeLo podcast coming at you live and direct once again.
Culo mío.
Monday reaction to a very, very wild NFL Wildcard Weekend. I mean, you couldn't have scripted any crazier. I wouldn't even say better. I would say crazier because this was just out of control. The results that we got from this weekend, a lot of the hometown favorites, those that were playing at home, were projected to either win. Some were projected to lose, and it happened to be the other way around. It's pretty crazy.
I didn't like it. Last year's wild card was way better.
What is there to like?
Way
honestly?
better.
Honestly, what is there to like?
This was again a bunch of teams that struggled down the end, squeaked their way into the fucking wild card round.
Yeah,
a lot of divisional face-offs, and we'll get to that. Teams that knew each other a lot.
Yeah,
and that's why you got the sluggish football in the beginning.
Yeah,
some of it was awful football. I'll lead you the way on opening 4:00 game on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean,
it was.
If we're gonna jump there, well, before we do, guys, don't forget to subscribe.
Right.
Don't forget to hit the like button, the notification button. Make sure to share this content with everybody help us moving forward. But let's jump right into that. The first game we had was the 49ers versus the Seahawks, which for the first half of the game was actually very, very competitive. We're talking Geno Smith, we're talking Brock Purdy, great display of offenses going on. We thought the game was pretty close at the beginning, and then the second half happened, and then the 49ers literally put their hands around their throats and squeezed the shit as hard as they could.
Well, Seattle thought they were on their way to a major upset. And they play well for 30 minutes. They got the field goal up, and DK Metcalf is celebrating and Pete Carroll,
Right.
And I don't know about the halftime adjustments. I don't know what happened there.
Right.
They ran the ball well, and Walker was completely neutralized in the second half.
Right.
And we were off to the races because some stupid idiot called Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, is now Joe Montana.
I mean, he is executing that offense, Kyle Shanahan offense, the way, one, you would have wanted Trey Lance to do it, and two, the way Jimmy was running it.
Yeah, listen.
So San Francisco, you're moving forward, and you have an ability now to actually go all the way with this kid.
If this fucking kid
makes that happens,
he's going to be the starting quarterback next year.
Absolutely. Why
Trey Lance, I'm sorry.
Hell would you even bother with Trey Lance at this point?
No way, sir. No way.
I could understand if you saw like some inklings of, this guy's not, he's not seeing the field right. He's intercepting, dropping the ball here and there, creating turnovers. If that was the outcome, then I would say, you know what, you got to put Trey Lance, because this is Trey Lance's team and whatnot. And, Jimmy was carrying him.
Yeah.
But this kid is playing like he's a seasoned veteran.
3 quarterbacks that got up Jimmy's going to be gone. This kid's coming off injury. He might have to be the backup next year for him to whatever. You want to keep learning on the job, whatever. Or if San Francisco's smart, which I don't think they're, because they moved up a lot, Chris, to get Trey Lance.
Right.
So, yeah, this is a nice surprise that Purdy's doing well and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? You want some of your draft picks back? Go talk to a team that's desperate and needs a young quarterback ready to go, and you trade Trey Lance and get yourself another backup quarterback behind Purdy.
Yeah.
That's the way that's the way I would do it. Or just leave Trey Lance to fully recover from this broken leg or whatever the hell he got, the ACL tour. Maybe you start Purdy while you get back Trey Lance until Purdy wets the bed next year.
Right.
And I don't know if that's even going to happen, depending on his run in the playoffs. Because if this kid goes to the Super Bowl, bro,
I'm in his corner. I'm in Brock Purdy. I always like the small underdog, and Brock Purdy. He's got my attention.
He's got some flair too, man. He's over there screaming, pumping his chest. He's flexing.
And the thing is, he doesn't have to do much. No. But he's going above and beyond.
Distribute the ball.
Yes.
That's all we're asking him to do.
Now, does it help that he has Christian McCaffrey?
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Debo doing his thing.
That was a steal for the San Francisco to get Christian McCaffrey out of Carolina. So that right there helped Brock Purdy out even more.
Oh.
But he's distributing the ball very, very nicely between the wide receivers, between Samuel, between Ayuk, the other running back that's out there as well. I mean, they're moving the line of scrimmage. I don't even see Purdy getting sacked that much. So that's the part that's got me. The offensive line is like, nah, you're not hurting this kid. Yeah, because if he goes down,
they got nothing left. But Chris, they're getting the ball away quickly.
Yeah,
he's not sitting there and drinking a cup of coffee. It's 1, 2, 3 step. Look for your first read, get rid of it, and that's it. That's how you move that offense. Man.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, it is.
He's smooth in the pocket. He's got decent wheels. He's not very big. He's like 6'1", 6'2", also, but he plays taller than what he is, which is good.
Right. Now, on the other side, on the flip side, when we're talking about Seattle, yes,
there's not much to talk about.
Yes, Geno Smith made some mistakes.
Yeah.
Geno Smith fumbled the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what?
Yeah, but that defense,
he went up against the best
the number one defense
in the NFL.
Yep.
And I don't care what any of y'all say. You could put any quarterback right now to face again that San Francisco defense. They're going to have a problem. So Seattle, as much as I want to sit here and laugh at you and whatever,
they exceeded expectations.
Yes,
too,
you exceeded expectations. You played one hell of a year, and you found out exactly what Geno Smith has in store for you.
You can ride with him.
So he could be. I don't want to call him a bridge quarterback, but he can be that quarterback for at least for the next 3 years while you figure out that quarterback situation, whether or not you're going to keep Pete Carroll there, because Pete Carroll's getting older here. We're talking 70 plus for Pete Carroll. He
doesn't give a shit.
He doesn't. Yeah,
he's married to football.
Yeah,
he don't give a damn.
I mean,
he's chewing the gum.
Geno Smith impressed me this year. Impressed me a tremendously amount this year. So Seattle, you have nothing really to be saddened about. Yes, you're one and done. Absolutely.
No, but you know what? Well, they just faltered at the end.
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
were 7-4 too.
Absolutely.
And they fucking wet the bed in December.
Yeah.
They lucky enough to squeak on by. A lot of teams did this.
Yep.
So again, this is why I called it week 19, an extension week 19. These teams limped in basically, with the rosary in their hand. Yeah. Please get me in the fucking playoffs. Yeah. Jesus, gracias, Jesus.
Right.
That's how they got it.
That defense led by Bosa, man. I mean, it is just opportunistic as they come.
They are fast.
Yep.
They hit hard, and they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. They converge. They converge. That ball gets thrown. They converge to the ball very, very quickly. And they are some tackling machines.
Yep.
And that's what's been missing around football, is because, the whole rule changing, don't lead with your head, don't this, don't that, don't try to go so hard. They try to fucking, hold themselves back. This San Francisco defense is literally ears back and just plowing you down. And great tackling technique.
Greenwood and Warner, unbelievable.
I mean, it's just it is beautiful to see. It is beautiful to see.
It was good. I knew it was going to be a blowout. I was surprised they hung in there. Second half came, they wiped the floors with them.
Yeah,
done.
Yeah.
So
it was
good luck, Seattle. We love you.
Yep.
Go back to your nest where you belong. And San Francisco is going to wait the winner of tonight's game, which we are live right now. The Tampa and Dallas game is going to be very soon.
Which I'm hoping is Dallas, but I got a feeling they're going to shit the bed.
For Cowboy fans' sake, I hope they win. They'll jump off the bridge.
You know what? Guys, so. I actually want Dallas to win, and there's only one reason why.
I know what you're going to say.
I want Stephen A. Smith to shut the fuck up already.
He's been awful.
I am tired of this constant. I don't like the Cowboy fans. Dude, I respect Jerry Jones, but I can't stand the Cowboy fans.
And here in Tampa,
done with it. Yeah,
here at the Tampa Convention Center, he's there with his cowboy hat.
Yep,
he's speaking to Dak Prescott's father on the stand. Your son's gonna throw 2 picks because that's just the way it is, and the Cowboys suck. His father just staring at him like, really?
Yep.
I'll come over here and fucking DDT you in that fucking table there.
I'm just done. Like, it was funny at the beginning. Every time they would falter, they would lose a game or whatever.
Especially when it happens,
especially in the fashion that Dallas be losing games.
Yeah, not right now.
But now it's like,
man.
Really? Come on.
I guess Tampa, come on.
Yeah.
Tampa, another one that wounded team just kind of creaked in there,
right?
By the grace of God,
right?
With their rosary in their hand and Jesucristo que te quiero. Come on.
So it was pretty crazy. So anyway, that result. But let's jump to the next game.
The Niners will be waiting for these 2 clowns.
Absolutely.
When they're all setting up.
Absolutely. So the following wildcard weekend game was the Jacksonville Jaguars against the LA Chargers. I keep calling them San Diego because they will forever be San Diego.
They'll forever be San Diego to me too.
I said from the jump, and I'm not sure if we were able to say it in our predictions from last week, but I said this game made me feel a little, because I hate the Chargers.
I know. Well, you're biased against them.
For me, it felt like this is the one game that can be that, we got you, because Jacksonville has been surging up towards the end of this year. But the problem was Trevor Lawrence, for the first half of this fucking game, was shitting on himself over and over and over 4 interceptions and a half. That's got to be not only a playoff record, but just an NFL record, the amount of fucking interceptions you got in one half. But I don't know what type of pep talk they had, because the Chargers were up. I believe it was by 3 scores, 17-7, I think it was.
It was 27-0.
27-0. Look at that.
And then they got the late touchdown at the end of the first half, made it 27-7.
Right.
Okay. And again, this is your classic big lead. The team doesn't know how to close out ball games. And when you shy away from running the football, this is what you get.
Yep.
You continue to drop back Herbert over and over and over again. There's an incomplete. There's a sack, incomplete. You stop the clock and just flipping the shit over back and forth.
Yep.
Because Herbert didn't have a great game either. He threw for about 270, 1 touchdown pass. That's it. Where was the running game?
Yep.
How many yards did Eckler got?
Yep.
I don't even
35 yards.
Look, I was going to say, and he didn't even get to 50.
Yep. 35
yards. This guy scored 27 points. This guy got 35 fucking yards.
Yep. 13 carries, 35 yards. Now, in their defense, every interception they were getting, they were right there. They were literally right there. So they didn't really have to do much to travel down the field. However,
no doubt, but the second half.
Exactly.
Run the fucking ball.
Exactly. Why? If you have a 27, because they ended the half 27-7. I just finished looking at the stats.
27-7.
27-7, they finished the half. Why is it that you come out in the second half and you're not running the ball down the throats to kill the clock?
Guns blazing.
You still want to continue to throw the ball. You still want to have Justin Herbert throw 43 times when you're already up by 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns.
You still want him to continue to throw the ball.
I would have been like, pack it up, sir.
Yep. And after all of that, he only had 1 touchdown throw.
It was a total choke job.
And you could scream to the fences, oh, he didn't have Mike Williams yet. Well, Keenan Allen was there. Okay?
Don't care.
I don't want to fucking hear it.
You don't lose 27-0.
No, man. This looked really bad.
Same shit.
This looked really bad. And the first one is going to take the big hit. It's going to be Brandon Staley. I think after this, they're going to fire his ass because he was already on the hot seat for whatever reason. However, at least he brought the team to the playoffs, for crying out loud. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and what I would do if you keep Staley, fire that fucking defensive coordinator. Because he's the reason why you're in this fucking mess.
Somebody got to pay the price.
And
I hate saying that.
Yeah, somebody's got to pay the piper.
Yeah, it's just like, I want my pound of flesh.
Somebody's got to pay the piper.
I understand that, guys, but let's look at the whole picture. Look, we don't live in San Diego. Well, whatever, the LA. We don't know, fuck you, San Diego, or whatever. Look, we don't know the everything stories that go on over there, man, but to cut somebody's head off just to appease the fan base or the national media, I don't like that either. And I get it, man. The defense tried to do what it could do, but the offense plays a huge part of that too.
Yeah,
kill the fucking clock.
And then here's the other thing: is like this now, right? Let's say you do fire Brandon Staley. It wasn't Brandon Staley who drafted him, wasn't it? The other kid, the other guy,
Joseph, the black coach.
Yeah.
Was it Vance Joseph?
No, it's not Vance Joseph. But I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
So now
Anthony Lynn.
Yeah. So if you fire Brandon Staley now, this is going to be his third fucking coach. Yep. And what do you think that third coach is going to bring? A new offensive coordinator. Yep. So if you really want to derail the wheels and the tracks on fucking Justin Herbert, go ahead and fire your Brandon Staley. Man, go ahead and fire.
People don't understand about continuity. Nobody cares about being together, nothing. No, fire.
Exactly. Now, what I will kill them on is the fact that they went in the offseason and picked up Khalil Mack and all of these great players for defense, and you still did absolutely fucking nothing. And Chargers fans were going nuts. Oh, we're this, we're that. This is our time, blah, blah, blah. You ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
You got absolutely nada. Okay,
I think it was a collective effort, man.
This was probably the greatest, or one of the well, actually not the greatest, but this was a complete and utter debacle.
Well, it's up there with the Super Bowl.
With the Super Bowl
with Atlanta.
Yeah, no, actually, the Super Bowl was worse.
28-3.
The Super Bowl was worse.
I mean, well, because
that's a bigger stage.
But it's still a playoff game. You know, I mean, it's
still a do or die.
It's still
a win or go home.
It's still the same formula.
Yeah.
Why didn't Matt Ryan run the ball more? Why didn't the offensive coordinator, which I believe was Kyle Shanahan?
Yes, it was. It was Kyle.
Kyle fucked up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Run the football. No, we're gonna pass. We're gonna pass. And that one big pass play where they got sacked 3rd-and-15, knocked them out of field goal range.
Yep.
After Julio Jones made that great catch. Don't even get me started.
Yeah, this was
same old collapse. Jacksonville, congratulations. You move on. Now, this is a great year for them now. Now you won a home playoff game. Good for you. Now you play with house money. Go out there and see what you can do.
And great job for Trevor Lawrence. For Jacksonville fans, they were playing at home. They got that crowd riled up even after that shellacking in the first half. But great job by Trevor Lawrence, finding his guys open, extending the plays.
Collective.
He was throwing it down the field. We're talking 30, 40 fucking yard clumps that he was getting.
This is why we said that he was the one.
He was the best quarterback in that draft.
He played in Clemson.
Absolutely.
He played in big games. He's won national titles. So the situation wasn't too big for him.
Yeah.
And good for him.
He played a really much better half. He didn't play a great game. He played a much better half, which is going to make you salvage what was done there. Because
but they got it done, man. It's playoff football. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, his total yardage, Lawrence went 28 for 47, 288, 4 touchdowns and 4 picks, which is what hurt him the most. But can you imagine if he doesn't throw these picks? Then that means Jacksonville was the better team. If he doesn't throw these 4 picks,
well, yeah, it could be a different game too.
It would have been a completely different game. But again, the whatever they said in halftime in that locker room,
the Chargers were the clear favorites, man. They fucked up.
They fucked up bad.
I'm sorry, man. Jacksonville were 5-8 at one point. They were 2-6.
Yep.
I mean, come on, man.
But they got hot.
These are teams that are just scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yep.
You know, and I get it, Doug Peterson. I love Doug Peterson. You know, good offensive coach, strained them out.
This is probably
I get it.
This is probably the first time I see a team that loses the turnover battle and wins.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's an awkward game, bro. That's just the way it is.
This is just wow.
Yep. But it is what it is, bro. Listen.
Good Lord.
Congratulations. Go on the second round. You're gonna get blown out by Kansas City. They're the 4th seed. So actually, see, this is the thing with having a bad record. They're the 4th seed.
Right.
So they're going to get the second best team. They're not going to get the last place. So
right, they get Buffalo.
No.
Yes, they do.
No. Both wild card teams lost, right? The 7th seed, which is Miami, which that's the next game right now. Which again, I don't even want to even break down this game that much, Chris, because this was an absolute shit show of a game. Also, the score, it tells you different. Do not get enamored with the score. The game was not close at all. The 7th seed, who's the 6th seed? Because Chargers were the 5th seed.
Yes.
Why is my brain freezing up? Oh, the Baltimore Ravens. They were the 6th seed.
Yes.
And they lost. So it's all division winners now left.
Yep.
And they're ready to roll. So anyway, now that we started Miami.
Yeah.
That was the first 1:00 game.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Dolphins, Bills.
That game was an awful game to watch. Awful.
I like how you rolled your sleeves up.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna dig in.
Did you catch that, America?
Yeah.
He rolled his sleeves up. The minute he said Miami.
The fucking Buffalo Bills should be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah.
And we understand that they're not the super team anymore that they were last year. They've taken a hit. And
yeah,
they started
have.
this year in the middle of the year.
And it's showing.
The Jets fucked them up. Those 2 games, they barely threw for 150 yards. The book is out on Josh Allen.
Yeah.
And now he's reverting back to his rookie year with the turnovers, sack fumbles, stupid decisions.
Yep.
Red zone
issues.
turnovers.
Yeah.
And look at them now.
23 of 39 for 352, 3 touchdowns and 2 picks.
Absolutely
for Josh Allen.
Horrendous game.
Yeah. But
and you let Skylar Thompson.
Yep.
Chris, at one point he was 10 of 28.
Yeah, he finished 18 of 45.
18 of 45, and these guys were still a possession away of winning this game.
Yep. QBR. Listen to this.
Yeah.
QBR 22.
Including the all-star cast of the wide receivers of the Dolphins.
Yep.
Waddle and Hill dropping balls left and right.
Yes, that was a huge component as to why they were losing the game.
Here we go.
Because
the Sunshine Boys, who are used to the 85-degree weather, they go up to Buffalo. It's a little cold, and their little fucking hamburger, what do you call it? The hamburger milk gloves?
The Mickey Mouse gloves, the big ones.
The hamburger, what they call them, big ass fucking gloves.
Yeah.
Hamburger maker gloves.
Yeah.
Couldn't catch a fucking cold.
Awful.
What an absolute disgrace.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I mean, they were not helping Skylar at all.
This is the same team that couldn't even beat the Jets. And we gave you 0 offense. 0.
Yeah.
They couldn't.
0.
They eked out 3 field goals out of us.
Yeah.
And the Buffalo Bills, the big Buffalo Bills,
yep,
could not dispose of the Dolphins.
Yeah,
in a timely manner.
And
because
mind
not
you,
for nothing, and we're gonna get to that with the timely manner.
Yeah,
this game almost ended at 5:00 because these assholes decided not to run the football either.
Yep.
And we're gonna throw, and it's incomplete, and it's dropped. I mean, you fucking name it.
Yeah.
They had to pause the Giant game, push that later, because these fools don't know how to play football. They took us back to 1945.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Good job, guys.
Pretty bad.
And Bills fans, I got some news for you. You're gonna get knocked out.
Yeah.
I don't even think you're gonna make the AFC Championship game.
Yep. I think so too.
Not playing like that.
I think so too.
The
I
AFC
think there's something
wide
wrong.
open now.
There's something wrong with Josh Allen.
It's not wide open, to be honest with you. It's really Kansas City, Chris.
Yeah.
I know you hate it, but it's really Kansas City, nobody else.
No one is playing like them.
No.
Because the other dummies, the Cincinnati Bagels, which we will get to in a little bit later, the Bungles. The Bagels. They're another bunch of idiots.
There's another one. I mean, you should have. We'll get there. All right. But anyway, let's. I don't want to go through numbers because the numbers suck, Chris. There's no need to. I don't want to look at time of possession.
Yeah.
I don't want to look at turnovers. I don't want to look at none of that.
Right.
These guys, the inexperience of Josh McDaniels came out also as well.
Mike McDaniel. Yes.
Did I say Josh McDaniels?
Yes, you did.
The other stupid McDaniel.
He's another
dummy.
Yeah.
Another dummy. Yeah. Get rid of Derek Carr. We'll take him for you.
Yeah.
Get rid of him. Anyway.
Yeah.
That play where they were 4th and 1, could have got for that first down.
Yes.
They couldn't get the play off in time.
Yep.
And got called for another delay game.
This
has happened to them 3 times in that game because they can't get the play out. They can't hear. I don't know. There's something in your ear. And there's something in your ear. Yep. We don't know what we're doing.
Yep.
And this is the inexperience of a rookie coach. First time. I get it. You're stressed out. Both your quarterbacks are done. Skylar Thompson's out there with his papa crying in the stands.
Yep.
You know, come on, son.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
This was not going to end in a Cinderella story for you guys.
No.
Goodbye.
Not at all.
You were eliminated. You shouldn't have been in the playoffs in the first place. You stink. You ended the season 7 of 8 losses. You had no business to be in what I call week 19.
Yeah, but the big vanilla funny, you was out there toasting. For playoff contention.
Salah, the other dummy. Salah. And then of course he throws me the curveball and those bum ass Jets.
Yeah.
Oh, bum ass Jets, right?
Yeah.
Bum ass Jets. Okay. You scored 9 points on us. 9. You barely got by us, and then you went. You embarrassed yourself in Buffalo. Okay. I told you played one more week than us. That's all you did, pal.
Yep.
Now pack your bags.
Yep.
Take your ass back to Miami. Go lick your wounds and go find me Snowflake, who's still stuck in the fucking fish tank in the fucking movie, the whatever that's pet.
Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Go find Snowflake.
Oh my God!
You better hope they don't Cam McDaniels either, because that's a rumor too. That's out there.
That would be an atrocity if they did that. I mean, they would look just as bad as
it all depends
Houston.
It all depends on the moron from Michigan.
They would look as bad as Houston, if not worse.
What a disgusting
If not worse, because not only did Brian Flores win 8 games in a row and still got fired, this new kid, Mike McDaniel, goes there, takes you to the playoffs, and then you're going to fire him? If that happens?
Morons.
Idiots, man. Idiots.
Now let's focus a little bit on Buffalo. Josh.
Something wrong with you. Something wrong with you.
Your dick is hard to throw it down the field.
Yeah.
And you want Diggs so he can dig you out, right? I know that. Es que tú quieres metérselo así con Diggs.
Yeah.
Por el apellido that, right? His last name, Diggs.
Yeah.
And you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Yep.
And we've told you many times this year, stop with the big fucking plays. We got the MO on your ass.
Yep. When the check down will do just fine.
Throw the fucking check down. And that's his problem, Chris.
Yeah.
He refuses to throw the check down.
Yeah.
He wants to make the big play.
Yeah, all the time.
I don't want the bullshit. Doesn't make me look good.
The 5 yard,
I don't want the 5 yard
7 yards. Yep.
I want it, throw it deep. So guess what you do? You bracket this guy Diggs and make sure you got a good corner on Davis, and you have nothing.
Yeah, I mean, Diggs still had a big game, 7 for 114.
Well, a lot of that was the first half.
Yeah,
they were fucking
bombing
away.
Yeah, Gabe Davis had 6 for 113, so he had 2 guys with over 100 yards receiving.
You take away that, they're nothing.
Yeah,
and here we go, Mr. Turnover.
Yeah,
turnover machine. Where all my guys at?
Yeah,
the guys from the chat. Turnover machine. This guy's a turnover machine. Well, Josh Allen's a turnover machine.
Yep.
But no one's gonna dig on him because he's Josh Allen. He's untouchable. Oh, he's a superstar.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, he's a superstar.
It's much like
really.
It's much like my conversation with Mr. Herbert. Y'all need to calm down.
Let me tell you something.
Y'all need to calm the fuck down.
He loses this game to Cincinnati, which that's the next game they're gonna play. Joe Burrow. And Joe Burrow can easily wake up.
Well, since he's a different team,
different quarterback who can make plays like him.
Yes. And the Bills' defense,
we're gonna have
is not that scary anymore.
No, we're gonna have to now start adding the games, Chris.
Yes.
Of all the Josh Allen games in the playoffs, and he's lost.
Yeah. So
I don't want to hear about numbers. Everybody, but he played great. He threw for 400 yards and lost.
Yep.
He threw for 350 in this game against Kansas City and lost.
Yep.
And just like now, he shit the bed, and he's lucky just with the Dolphins.
Yep.
That they got the victory because the Dolphins stink.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let me tell you, you're not gonna make it.
Honest to God, and you may think I'm throwing flowers at Tua, but can you imagine if Tua were playing, Buffalo loses this game?
If he's 100% healthy,
right?
Because all it takes is one little.
Right.
There go, down goes Tua.
There we go.
My head. And then he gets up. I don't mean to make fun.
Yeah.
The facts are facts.
Yeah, he does not know how to fall. What we're trying to refer to people.
The back of his head is made out of pillows.
What we're trying to refer to people before y'all start fucking killing us in the comments is we've noticed that Tua Tagovailoa does not know how to fall. And that's the reason why he's been smashing his head.
Every time they push him, he never breaks his fall.
Yeah, smashing his head on the ground.
Falls like a dummy, like a crash dummy.
Yeah.
Oh, there's my head. That's it. Pull me out.
So before y'all start,
so don't even bring Tua. Tua's gone.
Yeah.
Tua,
all right.
Tua should take a protocol.
So we
got a concussion protocol till September.
Yeah. He's got to literally walk away from the game for the rest of this. Obviously, the rest of the remaining of this year. And just take it easy, and then come back next year, and hopefully you have an even better offensive line that can protect you.
Yeah, what cocksucker
so
you got there?
We got Roy talk about Super Allen, Super Josh. He said the Bills are missing Von. Von Miller would have not done
nothing.
He would have not been a factor against that Bills.
Roy loves him. Roy is a fucking Bills fan in the closet, bro.
Yeah.
He's reliving his fucking Jim Kelly Cane gun offense.
Yeah.
Roy's pee-pee is getting real fucking hard for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
I don't like it, Roy.
Yeah. Remember, you're a Giants fan.
You're a fucking Giants fan. Don't flirt with the cocksuckers upstate. I don't like it.
I mean, it's just
Super Josh. He wasn't so super yesterday.
Yeah, he
hasn't been so super all year.
Yeah, he's been super terrible.
Super terrible. Super turnovers. How about that?
Yep.
Super red zone turnovers.
Yeah. So they squeaked out the win, 34-31, against a hobbling and obviously much less of a team in Miami Dolphins, and they barely beat them 34-31.
Just scraped the Dolphins out.
I thought that this was going to be an ass whooping. I was wrong, but that's more on the Dolphins. I mean,
it started out
it's
that
more
way.
on the Bills.
It was 17-0.
Yeah,
and they, I don't know what happened. They took their foot off the pedal. The defense.
It's their defense. This is why I'm telling you. This is why I'm telling you that the game against Cincinnati next week, they are not going to be this opportunistic with this whole, hey, we're going to get up 17-0 or 24-0.
Good luck with Jamar
Good
Chase.
Luck. Exactly.
And Higgins.
And
Tyler Boyd.
Yes, and the rest of those boys.
And the tight end, Hurst, whatever his fucking name is.
You're gonna I mean, I understand America's jumping on the Bills bandwagon because of what happened to Damar Hamlin. I get that.
I'm with him too.
I get that you guys are hurt, and I get you guys are a feel-good story, but you have a very, very tough task next week against Cincinnati.
Now there is one thing that's going on their side. The Bengals lost their left tackle now.
Oh, that's not good.
That's 3/5 of their starting O-line gone now.
Yep.
Let me tell you something. And this is nothing new for Joe Burrow, and I'm just putting a little preview out there. He's played with a bad O-line, but that's not good news for him. That is not good news for him because that means Joe Mixon can't run the football, and this guy Joe's going to be running for his life.
Yeah.
So,
anyway, Cincinnati didn't run the ball well during this game anyway.
But Buffalo does not have the defense that the Ravens gave him because the Ravens gave him fits this yesterday.
Yeah.
But that's going to be very interesting. The Buffalo Bills, at the end of the day, this is the point, people. They are vulnerable.
Yeah.
They can be beat at any moment. Don't get fooled by Mr. Josh Allen. He's a fraud, and he is back to the pack. He is back to the pack.
I wouldn't call him a fraud. It's just he's not having his year that he had last year.
And now good down over here.
He's still a.
What are we gonna get next year?
I don't know.
What do we talk about?
This could
about
be
quarterbacks, Chris.
This could
consistency.
This could be Josh Allen showing that he misses Brian Dable.
That too.
That could be it.
That too.
That could be the missing piece. You lose Dayball.
Kakuyama.
Yeah, you lose Dayball, and now you look like whatever. I don't know.
Well, anyway, good riddance.
You can't call him a Kakuyama because you got a GM that's got the same Kakuyama.
No, that's a GM. My coach too. That's Xerxes. My coach is sexy. All right, that's a goddess.
Yeah.
All right.
So. Alberto Ureña's on the live line. We see you,
Mr. Ureña.
He says that the hate is real.
From where?
I don't know. He said
from Josh.
I guess because we're talking about
Giants
Josh.
yet. We haven't spoke Giants yet.
Yeah, exactly.
I just called your coach a Kakuyama. That's all I did. There's nothing personal yet. All right.
It's just a little love.
It's un Kakuyama. Caco de Yema. So anyway, talking about the Giants, let's parlay right into them.
Let's go right into it. The New York Giants.
Let me tell you.
And the Minnesota Vikings at Minnesota. And we're talking about a division-winning Minnesota Vikings.
13 win team.
13
now
win team.
Let's break down the Vikings first, okay? Because everybody seems to be shitting on them and giving them the disrespect, which I don't believe they shouldn't have gotten that kind of disrespect, okay? Right. Last year, they lost all 9 games that were one-possession games. And we killed them, right? Everybody. Right. I didn't kill them, but that's football. Game of inches. You lost by 1, by 3, one possession. You just lost, right? Last minute field goal, no problem. Right. Well, this year, they were 11-0. They flipped the script. That's how they got to 13 wins. Right. So I don't want to hear, oh, they got to 13 wins by luck. No, you don't luck your way to 13 wins. Okay. So they know how to play in tight games, and their defense happened to hang in just a little bit, right, to get those wins. Right. Even though Kirk Cousins was basically had to outperform everybody offensively to get it done.
He has to. He has to do everything above and beyond.
Right. The games that they lost, that got blown out, because that's the one that everybody points to. Oh, the Vikings got blown out, 40-3, blah, blah. Yeah, that's after the game before. They were playing an overtime game. Right. Or a game that basically took to the last second in the fourth quarter, where they're basically emotionally drained, come to the next game and get blown out. Yep. That's what happens. 3 times it happened. 3. Yeah. So Kirk Cousins, another less of a year he had last year and had a better record. Right. So his numbers are a little bit down this year, still good. Right. A little bit down this year, but won 13 games. He had an all blazing year last year, and I think they only won 8. They didn't even make the fucking playoffs. Right. They were 8-8 or 8-9 or whatever it was. So
and like we said, we wanted them to improve their defense,
and they never did.
And they never did.
2 decent pass rushers they have, and that's it.
Yep.
You got Patrick Peterson, who's 32, who's a relic, running around trying to stop this 22-year-old kid. What's the kid? I can't even name the Giants receivers. Number 80.
Slayton?
No, not Slayton. The other one. James.
Yeah.
Some guy named James, right? And then they picked up the other kid from Buffalo.
Hodgins.
That's the other one.
Richie James.
And they know each other because Brian Daboll knows him from the Buffalo.
Oh, of course. He's going to pick up his guy.
He's going to pick up his guy. Cool, I got it. No problem. So anyway, listen. The game started out the way I thought it was going to start out. Offense, boom. What surprised me, even though the Viking defense sucks, that the Giants came right back down.
Yes.
And tied the game up at 7.
Yeah.
I said, wow. You're talking about a 22 ranked offense, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, guys, rank your passing yards and your rushing defense.
Yeah.
You're ranked like 22 overall. You throw for 185 putrid yards a game.
Yep.
There was no way we're expecting Daniel Jones to
go toe-to-toe.
We're going to go toe-to-toe and 300 yards here.
Yeah.
And at the same time, run this man to death in that first half.
Yeah.
There was a segment where he touched the ball 5 out of the 7 snaps. At one point, they picked him up, Chris, but they had to grab him.
What was left of him, gave him some
Gatorade.
The
announcer, which was Greg Olson.
Right.
Said, guys, can we hand the football off to your running back, your yellow jacket guy?
Yeah.
I still don't understand.
Who only had 9 carries.
9 carries.
9 total carries.
It's a close game. And how does Saquon Barkley only have 9 carries?
Yeah.
So they're going to get away with that, Chris, because they won. So everything's hunky-dory.
Right.
But you're not looking at what happened. So, okay, so what you did, you put everything on Daniel Jones's shoulders, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You lucked out on that one. But the defense of the Vikings, completely disappointing.
Yes.
Absolutely brutal.
Yes.
But to give credit to the Giants, that offense, as far as Daniel Jones doing both, the man threw the ball and runs for a first down.
Yep.
He throws the ball for 8 yards, 2nd and 2, runs for a first down.
And what I liked was how quick he was getting rid of the ball and how accurate he was. That I will give Daniel Jones.
Yeah, and Chris,
I was just like, wow. Wide open, though. So
it's not like he was running a tight window. So they're slapping balls down. Wide open.
It looked like they were playing zone the entire time, because these cross patterns that Hodgins was doing, as well as Slayton, they were wide open and they were getting chunks after chunks after chunks. And I was just sitting here going,
like, whose offense is this?
Where's the guy that's supposed to be covering this kid?
And we're talking about crossing patterns too.
Yeah.
Boom. Lays it in, runs for another 50 yards on the curl.
Yep.
To the sideline.
So I will give Daniel Jones his flowers. 24 of 35 for 301, 2 touchdowns. He had an amazing game.
Good game for him. Excellent game.
An amazing game. And he ran for 78 yards.
Yeah, once again, he's the leading rusher.
Right. Now, Saquon had 2 very good touchdowns, obviously from close distance. Yeah. That's when they used him. Mm-hmm. I think he ran one for 28. 28 or 38 or one of those. I think it was. He had a nice little.
He only has 59 yards.
Right. He had a nice little sweep on the left side and ran it in
the beginning of the game.
Right. So he did that. But Daniel Jones is basically telling you, New York Giant front office people,
and that's
shut up, and pay me.
We were laughing yesterday in the chat, and everybody was celebrating. I bet Turenya, going nuts, and it popped in my head where they were just completely sucking Daniel Jones. Everybody, the commentators, and just Daniel, and
yeah.
I said, okay. So now the national media sees all this. And guess what John Mara is going to have to do?
Yep.
He's going to have to open up his little wallet, take out the crusty check, and tell Daniel Jones, how much do you want?
Well, you know what? I probably Mara is going to do it and tell everyone to get the hell out of the room, start throwing chairs like he did Chris, when the Giants were bad.
I'm telling you right now.
He's probably going to marry himself. He's going to marry himself because he's the prototypical.
He loves Daniel
Absolutely.
Jones.
He's the prototypical owner that likes guys that look like Eli Manning, that look like him, that look like Phil Simms.
Clone.
Yes, that look like Phil Simms.
Talks like Eli, too.
Exactly.
The same Mara, look, that little thunder look.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're giving this kid another $45 million to $50 million a year. Chris, I would not be surprised if the Giants do that.
Now, you know me, I shit on Mara because the last 6 years have been horrendous. You have failed hiring coaches. You have failed on your GMs. There's a litany of stuff, plus the whole scene of you throwing the chair in your suite, right?
Right.
Very angry individual for an old man.
Which, by the way, Mr. Mara, you should go see somebody about that.
You're angry man.
I got a number for you in case you want it.
But this is where I'm going to give him flowers, and where I agree with him. John Mara publicly said, we fucked up on this kid. I'm not going to toss him to the curb, even though more than half the fan base wanted him out.
Yeah.
I don't want Daniel Jones. We got to find another quarterback. The coaches, when you fired how many coaches already?
Yep.
Brian Daboll said.
This is history repeating itself.
History repeating itself.
This is how they felt about
Eli.
About Eli and Coughlin.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
He sucks.
He's not Peyton.
No way. Get rid of the coach and put him in a UPS box and back him out.
But now they're all, Daniel Jones is my guy.
Right. So
if he was your guy, why didn't you pick him up in fantasy?
Well, nobody.
If he was your guy, how come you were so quiet all year, huh?
He's a horrible fan.
If he was so great,
well, look, guys.
You see what I'm saying?
We get it.
Come on, man.
Look, guys.
Hey,
let me go back. Hold on. Let me get back to this point.
Look at me. I'm the captain now. Okay.
I'm just laughing because
don't be stupid.
I love all the guys who hated Daniel Jones are now shaking their head like, oh no. What did we do?
What the
fuck just happened?
You just gave him a guaranteed contract.
Gave him a definitely guaranteed contract. And again,
and rightfully so. He played really well this year. He played well this year.
And I think John Mara was sincere where he said, I'm going to bring you another coach. We're going to do this again. And we're not going to pick up your 5th-year option. They even declined his 5th-year option, bro.
Yes.
So he's playing on a contract year.
Right.
So he said, we're going to give him a chance. And you know what? He bet on himself, Daniel Jones. Was it the best year? No, Chris, because again,
it was better than last year.
Yes, definitely better. Last year was atrocious.
Yeah.
I mean, 185 yards a game.
Yeah.
Only 15 touchdown passes.
Yeah, but it's
and he runs for 700 yards.
That's what it is. That's his combo ability. It's his combo ability.
Now, how do you equate that to the money?
My problem
let them figure that out.
My problem is you got a guy who runs the ball just as probably as good, if not I won't say as better than his throwing, but he throws and runs. But you got a future Yellow Jacket guy.
It's mind-boggling
behind him,
but
and you're not giving him the opportunities.
Right.
He's your bell horse.
Saquon should be 25 carries.
He's your bell horse. You guys were all worried about whether or not he was going to hold up for the year and blah, 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 whether or not his little tiny little fucking Maurice Jones-Drew fucking legs, because that's what he looks like, Maurice Jones-Drew on fucking steroids.
Yeah.
You were worried about his durability. He lasted you all year. Right. Here's the time where you run that motherfucker to the ground because that's why he's there. And guess what? Now you're going to have to pay him too.
Yes. Now, again, as far as the timetable, I'm very proud of the Giants. They stuck with this kid. They showed the patience. They took accountability that they fucked up. Not like my team, who just tossed out Sam Darnold after fucking basically 3 years. You get another guy in there.
Right.
And you blow him off after 2 years. Woody Johnson's already saying, I'm getting another quarterback. I'll pay whatever it needs to be paid.
Right.
And Zach most likely is on his way out. And Robert Saleh has been preaching, guys, it takes time. He even used the Giants as an example.
Right.
It takes time. Why do we need instant coffee? Where's the Michael K? There's no such thing as 5-year plans in the NFL. Oh, really?
He's an idiot.
Who said that?
Yeah.
Well, look at the example right in your feet, Michael.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers is a perfect example of that.
Well, Aaron sat for fucking 4 years.
Yeah.
They had the luxury.
Right.
But if he's playing or sitting, you got Daniel Jones as the perfect example.
Yeah.
This is the end of his 4th year.
Yeah. And he's delivering.
You waited and you waited and you waited.
And you fucked him with new coaches, new offensive coordinators, and new shit. And he still is performing.
And he developed and got the right coach in there. And now he's finally starting to play like a professional quarterback.
Yeah.
That is what I applaud.
He's got command of the offense.
Giants.
Yep.
You finally got it right.
His coach believes in him too.
Right. Of course he does. But the owner didn't go happy either. Fire him. Get him out of here like what he's doing to Zach.
Right.
So I give him that. You held on. This is his 4th year. And you know what? We can laugh all the way we want. If you overpay for this guy for the next 4 years, that's another discussion for another day because we know he's basically, he's mediocre at best. He's probably middle of the pack quarterback.
Right.
But you have to pay him $45 million a year.
Right.
That's the number, guys. It's definitely be north of 40. So
I swear to God, this is like Eli Manning all over again.
All over again.
Talk about deja vu, man.
And he's gonna pay him.
Jesus
because
Christ.
You know what? The kid deserves it, man. He almost broke his neck last year.
Yep.
He comes up spitting up turf out of his mouth.
Right.
He has a neck injury that they're not even disclosing that.
Right.
That is still, I think that's still an issue.
Still an issue. Yeah.
That doesn't go away, Chris. It doesn't go away.
Look, I'm here to throw flowers at the Giants to let them know they played a hell of a game to go into Minnesota to get that win out. A lot of the Giant fans were praying and hoping that they got Minnesota in the first round because they did not want to face San Francisco because they thought it was a better match. And you were absolutely right. Minnesota was a better matchup for you guys. You knew you could beat them. That first, you met them in the regular season. They barely eked out a win against you guys, and so you came here in the playoffs and showed them exactly, what you guys are made of.
It's good.
But going back to Minnesota and to the Kirk Cousins haters, you can't be mad at Kirk Cousins' performance. He went 31 of 39 for 273 and 2 touchdowns. Yeah. He was not the reason.
No.
The Minnesota Vikings lost. However, that last fucking play.
I'm going to explain that one to you.
Oh my!
Why is everybody killing him?
God.
Did you hear his explanation, Chris?
Yeah, apparently the tight end was chipping first and needed to go up a little bit more. But the play was for him,
right?
But he didn't get out of his break at the right time.
And who was in his lap?
Yeah,
Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah.
So he said, I cannot take a sack here because they have no timeouts.
Right.
And he said, let me just check it out of him. Maybe he can get the rest of that on the first down.
Right.
You catch it and you run, but the Giants played it perfectly.
Yeah.
He made the tackle. How many times you give it to the flat and the guy misses the tackle, he runs down the sideline for a first down.
Yeah.
So it's not like he said, oh, hike, I'm just going to throw it here. No, guys, that's not what happened.
Yeah.
What happened, he dropped back. The offensive line screwed up because Dexter Lawrence was coming right up the middle.
Yep.
And he had to get rid of the ball early, or he said, I was going to be sacked.
Yep. And the problem is that
you don't want to end the game in a sack. Yeah, he's not going to scramble anywhere.
No.
That'll be horrible. You get fucking end the game in a sack. If you got the check down, use the check down. That's your last resort.
Yep.
But don't right away. Why did you do that? It was 4th and 8. You checked it down for 3 yards.
Yeah,
that was the end of the play. That's the result of it.
Right.
But that's the last check down when you have your number one target. He said even the Justin Jefferson play, he didn't feel comfortable because he was already triple teamed.
Yeah. Well, the Giants were doing that all game.
And let me tell you, the Giants did not play man-to-man a lot.
No.
They zoned that up, and they did not blitz.
Yep. And they
20% of the time, they only blitz.
Yeah.
This is a team that blitzes almost
all
50%.
the time. Yeah, absolutely. So the Giants adjusted.
So Wink Martindale changed it up on them.
Yeah.
So now, like, wait a minute, these guys are all dropping back?
Yeah.
Where do I throw the ball? But anyway, again, just to explain that part with the last play. All right, guys, you guys don't know you don't quarterback. So shut up.
Right.
You know nothing about the quarterback position. And when he explained himself, I knew exactly what he was saying. Okay, and that explains it. If you're about to get sacked by a defensive tackle who's basically an all-pro, coming right at your ass to eat your ass, and then basically the last play of the fourth quarter with no timeouts, you're going to throw the ball to the check down, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
You're not going to take a sack there and end the game.
I mean, everyone was scratching their head at the end of the game. Everyone was scratching their head. So, unfortunately, at the end of the day, they're gonna blame Kirk Cousins. Oh, you can't win the big one, whatever, blah blah blah. Look,
right, he'll be back
Kirk Cousins is not your reason why Minnesota lost that game. Your defense, like it says right here, right on the ticker on the bottom, you can't stop a goddamn nosebleed. It's embarrassing that Minnesota has that type of defense. That it is just atrocious. It is atrocious to allow that much offense from a team that averages 185 yards total passing. Right. It is just ridiculous.
And then for Brian Daboll to end this part, that he's going to get coach of the year. He's going to get coach of the year now.
I think so.
Because with that, and we keep saying
431 yards. That's the total yardage the Giants had yesterday. 431 yards.
Who would have thought?
Who would have
these guys
thought?
I don't want to diss them. This is not the day to diss them. Okay, I know how putrid the offense.
I'm not trying to diss them. I'm just saying that is fucking amazing that you averaged this all year, barely 200 yards, and you double that result in your playoff game.
Right, between the running and the passing. So look, at the end of the day, they did what they have to do. They won the game. They're gonna go over to the Eagles now.
Yeah,
congratulations. We'll see you Saturday.
Right,
but
I'm gonna be
Brian Daboll, and we keep saying that their roster ain't shit. But you know what? Maybe their roster is better than what we thought.
Right.
Maybe the coaching of Joe Judge was that bad.
Yes.
That couldn't get nothing out of this crew. Like we were so down on this roster. Maybe they did have a couple of players.
Yeah.
Maybe they did have some talent.
Yeah.
And Brian Daboll all did was just bring it right out.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not as bad as we thought they were.
Yeah.
As far as individually, you know what I'm saying?
I still
like
think
James
you
and
stink.
Well,
but you did good.
They got to get themselves a number one receiver because now you got James and Shepard who can run, who can do things for them.
Right.
Get yourself a number one, and we'll go from there. But Brian Daboll with this talent, it was an evaluation year, and look at them divisional playoff rounds for them.
Yeah.
So
congratulations,
Giants.
Yeah.
Get out the pocketbook and the checkbook.
Get ready
to pay. Because you're going to pay, and if you franchise him.
It's even worse.
That's $45 million.
Yep.
So think about it, guys. Just do some quick math for Alberto Reño, who says, nah, man, I'll be all right with 35. You know what I'm saying? 33 a year, man. No, papi. No, papi.
We're going to have to go a little north.
It's going to go north because that performance on Wildcard Weekend already put him at $40 million minimum.
Yes.
And if you add the franchise tag is at $45 million. So if you're going to sign him to an extension, you start with $45 million because that's the going rate. Okay?
Yep.
And if you don't want to do the multiple years, you got to franchise him. And he's still going to make $45 million a year. There's a shitload of problems you guys have to figure out on your cap situation for next year, which, again, we could talk about that next week. Once the season's over, that's different. But there's some guy, and you have to pay Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah.
So you guys have some major decisions.
Yeah.
Even though you could cut Galladay, but that's dead cap money you're going to have on him, too. It's very, very complicated.
That was the worst signing, I think, in Giant history.
Yeah, they were like, Gettleman should receive flowers because Saquon and DJ have propelled themselves into the playoff. Okay, so what about Galladay?
Yep, what
about the other dummies that haven't done nothing?
Yep. For all the Giant fans that don't remember, I thought Dave Brown was your worst signing ever in Giant history.
Yeah.
I think it's Kenny Galladay.
Yeah.
I think Kenny Galladay beats out Dave Brown. You guys remember Dave Brown? Huh, Roy? Roy, you remember Dave Brown? Look him up. Alberto probably knows. Probably the years he was crying blood. That's what he was.
Listen, we'll see you at Lincoln Financial Field
Saturday.
All right. And guys,
we'll be there.
Get together. Yeah. Giant fans. I didn't hear nobody yesterday getting together. Hit me up in the chat. What happened? I hope you guys got together to watch the game. God damn it.
Yep.
So there'll be another party, I guess. You know, I mean, why not? You're playing with house money now, man. Just get together, get some wings, bro. Slap the wings on there with some barbecue sauce and some mild fucking buffalo wings.
Yeah.
Let's go, man. Get sloppy and pray.
Yeah. Call me up, man. I want to be there. Yeah. Call me up, man.
Pray. Yeah. Good luck.
I understand, bro. My phone didn't ring at all, man.
Well,
it's fucked up, man.
It's all right, man.
It's fucked up.
We understand.
It's all right.
So last but not least, the Raven game at Cincinnati.
Oh God!
And we'll make this brief because I want to get the fuck out of here, Chris. I'm tired. I'm cranky.
Cincinnati Bengals.
You know,
I get it. They're a division rival.
It's a division rival, Chris. They played them, and the Ravens defense is very tough.
Yes, I get it. And Ravens Online, if you're watching and if you're listening.
Yeah. He's very quiet lately.
Yeah. You know,
and
that was a good performance by your Ravens.
I thought Hudley played well.
I thought he played
well too. He's a little bit over his head at the beginning, but he settled down. And bro, does he look like Lamar Jackson? Like
yes,
everything that he does.
Yes,
his mannerisms, the way he plays football,
absolutely
he runs. He's just not as talented as Lamar.
Yes,
but I think they can run their offense with him. He might be their starting quarterback for next year, because at the end of the day,
they got the same offense.
I'm going to drop this little thing. Ravens Online, if you're out there, you're going to lose your quarterback to the New York Jets, possibly. We're going to take Lamar Jackson off your hands. I want you to franchise him, and you franchise and trade him to us. We'll give you 3 first rounds for him, and we'll guarantee his contract fully.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Roy said Chris Canty was the worst Giant of all. Nah.
Really?
Nah. It's Dave Brown, bro. You know it.
Chris Canty, he did okay, Roy.
He played. He started.
But remember, Chris Canty's a Dallas Cowboy first. So
that's probably why he's throwing the hate.
He's probably throwing a little bit of hate.
Like, he supports your Giants. You should hear him on ESPN.
Yeah, he supports.
He's
Giants
a complete Giant fan now.
I like Chris Canty, but you could tell his bias with the Giants, and he shits on the Jets a lot. That's where I've turned him off a lot because I mean you got to be a little bit more objective, Chris, when it comes to certain things.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Canty. I mean, come on. But I thought Canty helped out with the rotation.
No, Roy's saying he did better with the Cowboys, which he probably did
because he got drafted.
Right.
There. You know, he was younger.
But if you go back, Roy, just go to YouTube, type in Dave Brown. I think there's like 2 plays of highlights of him. That's it. That's how bad he was as a Giant.
I get it.
But
we love you, Roy.
Galladay is by far the worst.
Roy,
this is your Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, but Roy, listen, I'm happy that you're happy, Roy. You know that? Because
I saw his Instagram.
You deserve
had a little
it.
Giants shirt on with Thibodeau.
He's in it, man. He's
bright as hell outside, all the sun and shades.
Roy doesn't show animosity.
Roy, good job.
He'll crack a joke here and there to get me down, but I get it. I love Roy. Roy's harmless.
Yep.
I love him. Enjoy the win. It's all flowers for you, pal.
Yep.
You know, so it's all gravy from Ryan. Whatever you do, you guys will get blown out 55-0. You just take your bags and just go to the offseason. You had a good year.
Yep.
You had a good year.
Now, we will still make fun of you.
Yes, so we still will make fun of you at 55-0.
However, we will completely understand and we will ride with you till the end.
Yes.
But don't get blown out 55-0, which I don't think will happen. But we'll talk about predictions a little bit later. I actually feel like you actually have a shot with this game because of the whole Jalen Hurts thing. But that's neither here nor there. We'll talk about that next time. So tune in. Yeah. Keep coming back. This is what we do. That's right.
So the Bengals
take that.
Bengals and Ravens. First of all, the game was, I thought they were going to get blown out. But then again, I was like, this is an AFC North battle. This is the 3rd time they've seen each other.
Right.
And it was a bloodbath.
Yes.
So I can't believe the decisive play was that fumble.
Yes.
At the goal line from Hundley.
Now, Ravens Online, if you're still listening, because you probably tuned himself out already, Do you agree with J.K. Dobbins? Do you feel like he should have ran that ball in? Would you have handed that ball over? Was there enough space?
At least one time, bro.
At least once.
That was not. I don't think it was fourth and goal at that moment. Yeah. You got to give him one time.
Not only that, the ball is in better hands in the running back's hands than it will ever be in the quarterback's hand.
Yeah.
A quarterback is known for throwing the ball, not holding on to the ball. That's why there's so many damn strip sacks and all of that shit.
It fell right to Hubbard.
Right there. And shout out to Mark Andrews. That man ran 100 and something yards.
He tried, man.
He was trucking.
Until they finally bumped him.
They bumped him, man. He was,
it was almost from behind, too.
Almost, yeah.
And he just landed it both. They're like, oh, please, God. And
shout out to him, bro. He outran 3 Bengals on his way to try to pick up Hubbard. Yeah. And boy, he's fast for a tight end, man.
And he is. He's
holy
a great player, man.
He got some wheels.
People sleep on him, man. But listen, great defensive play by the Bengals that saved them. They got a good defense, the Bengals, and that was the difference of the game, guys. Absolutely. Both defenses were scratching and clawing. Both offenses were very sputtery. At times, I almost went to sleep. But that's what you expect from playoff football is just a battle.
Right.
And the Bengals got their work cut out for them because they got the Buffalo Bills now. That's a different animal. And back to the scene of the crime.
It is. But the Ravens defense is a lot better right now than the Bills. The Bills have a lot of injuries, and that's why they're not playing to their potential. Yeah. So if the Bills had all of their guys back, we would be saying.
I thought they got Milano came back. Boyer is there.
No,
who are they missing? Hamler? That's it.
Hamler's not even a starter. Hamler came in because they're missing
Von Miller.
They're missing Von Miller.
But, they've been playing without him for a while now.
Yeah, I know, but still,
should have get used to that already.
If you put those collective guys together, the Bills' defense on paper is better to me than the Ravens. But the Ravens, they're taking it to the Bengals, and
we're going to find out because all the wild card teams are gone. So now you got left is your division winners.
Wow,
respectively.
Wow,
and you know what? Good for again back to Jacksonville, good for them. Now you go on the road, see what you can do. And that's it because, again, I wasn't too thrilled with this weekend. Yeah, we had some crazy games. Last year was way better. Last year was fucking phenomenal.
Right.
Phenomenal. Offense everywhere, bro. Boom, boom, boom.
Right.
But this one was like I thought it was. It was, once we do that, we should be able to get by.
Right.
This week. But now this is the week, Chris. Divisional playoff.
Oof. There's gonna be some teeth flying.
Yeah, this is where it gets good. We already got all the scrubs out of the way. All right, get them out.
Yeah.
There's one more remaining scrub, but that's neither here nor there. And they'll be taken care of too.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the garbage has been pulled out. Right. So we're gonna focus on the divisional round. We're gonna get it all together. We'll make our predictions. After the show, we want to tune into the Tampa game now. But guys, and all the Bills fans out there, I'm watching you. And Miami, go fuck yourself because you Fin fans touting and crying. Why? Because there's so much internet stuff that I love.
Yep.
The fans go there crying. Why they do this to me? Why they do this? Yeah, I know.
Yep.
I know. Listen, come hug me over here. Bring it in.
Just like the Charger fans.
They
were
crying.
crying, bro.
And you guys, the Chargers hurt because they got a top quarterback.
Yep.
Man.
How humiliating.
And
I loved it.
Yeah, babe.
Yeah, babe.
Guys, comments. Tell me what you thought. Did you like the weekend? I didn't like the weekend. It was,
I liked it.
It was all right. It was all right. I mean, it was. I didn't like the matchups at all, man. All these teams squeaking on by with their fucking 7-game losing streaks.
I just turned on to ESPN.
What do you got an update?
Jim Harbaugh says he's returning to Michigan.
Oh, well, that's
for 2023.
So actually, McDaniel's job in Miami is safe.
Yep.
Because that was the only guy that can get him out. So.
Wow.
Yep.
And Sean Payton apparently is wooing everybody.
Wooing everybody?
Yeah, he's showing his ass to everybody. He's telling every team, of course I want to coach your team. Mm-hmm. You guys are the best.
Yeah, sure.
He just told the Texans he would absolutely take their job immediately. The Texans.
No, you don't, Sean.
That's what he said. That's what he just said. I'm reading it right now. Sean Payton says, absolutely would consider coaching the Texans.
If offered.
That's how bad he wants to get back into the coaching. He wants all these teams to be involved to get that price tag to go even higher.
I want to know where he lives. Because if he's anywhere near New Orleans, Houston's right there.
I think he's in LA, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think he was jawing for the LA Charger job, which would be a great landing for him because
of course
you got Herbert there. You just got to fix that defense.
Sean Payton, you want to tie your wings with Nick Caserio?
Yep.
And that owner?
Mm-hmm.
And you have no quarterback. What? See, this is what I think is bullshit. You're not going to go to a situation where there's no quarterback, Sean.
Yep.
Or else you would have stayed in New Orleans. You didn't want to deal with Winston. You didn't want to deal with the other the white boy who does everything. What's his name? Does the quarterback. He's a tight end. You didn't want to deal with him. You didn't want to deal with Andy Dalton, and you left.
Yep.
You're going to go to the right quarterback situation. You're just waiting for the Chargers to see what they're going to do.
If he was smart, right? If he was smart,
I know what you're doing.
If the Charger situation doesn't open up, then go for the Denver one. If you were smart, because you can fix Russell Wilson. You have an elite defense already, and you could fix that situation very quickly. We're not sitting here talking about a 3, 4, 5, 6 year project.
No, aquí tú vienes tú ahora.
Yeah.
Let's get a Denver. How convenient.
Let's bring it on, Sean.
Yeah.
Let's
How
bring it on.
How convenient for you.
But hey, if you don't want to come over, you don't want to come over. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
Ready
you come to us, we don't come to you.
Spoken like a true arrogant Denver fan.
Yep. Now you shine my shoes, motherfucker.
Go get your shine box.
You want my shoes? These shoes? You want these shoes?
Oh my God. All right, Chris, get us the fuck up.
All right, guys. It has been a pleasure. It has been an honor to give you guys our Monday reaction for the NFL playoff weekend, Wildcard Weekend, which was very entertaining. My counterpart here would say otherwise, but I thought it was very entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun watching the elite quarterbacks go down or not go down, but at least look as bad as they've ever been. Josh Allen being one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And we still got more to go because we got Tom Brady versus Dak Prescott tonight, literally in about right now it's kickoff.
Well, so that's gonna be big, man.
That's gonna be a big game.
The Dallas Cowboys
I am
fans
pulling for the Cowboys because Lord knows, 1, I hate Brady, and 2, I hate that Brady's in the Bucs, so the Bucs can go fuck themselves. But it's all Dallas for me. I honestly think Dallas has a really good shot of beating them, but you cannot sleep on Brady. And that defense really needs to get to Brady's ass from the beginning of the game. If you do that, you can win that game. Absolutely. Yep. It's the Dallas defense right now that I think is the reason why Dallas is supposed to win today. That defense needs to step the fuck up because you can't ask
Michael Parsons. Come on now. Yeah. Let's go eat.
That Dallas defense needs to step up.
DeMarcus Lawrence, wake up.
Wake the fuck up and get on there.
Get in there.
Get in Brady's ass.
Oh, man, that'd be great. Can you imagine if they sack him over and over?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And Tom is screaming and yelling at everybody. You know how he gets.
Yeah.
They fucking touch me.
Yep. Oh. And then have him throw one of the computers again on the floor, throw his helmet. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that Brady.
Listen,
a frustrated Brady.
I want them to lose because I want to know how fast does Tom Brady leave Tampa? Because he's gone. He's not coming back.
Right.
So all you Buck fans out there that
get ready.
Oh, there's a championship.
Get ready for the dark days.
Get ready for dark days, baby.
Yep. He ain't coming back.
Kyle Trask is your backup quarterback. And you guys already call him Kyle Trash.
Yep.
That's not a good sign.
Yep.
Not a good sign.
Yep. So guys, thank you again for being a part of the JDC Low Podcast experience. It has been a pleasure. Again, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button, the notification button, and don't forget to share this content on all your social media platforms. Yep. That helps us grow. Let your friends see what we got going on, as well as following our Instagram page, as well as the YouTube page. So, guys, again, thank you so much for being a part of the show.
Yes.
And don't forget to leave your comments. If you weren't here live with us, we will be answering them as they come. All right. So it is JD CeeLo, the podcast. Yep. We are out.
That's right. And one more time to him. Hey, Giant fans. Good job, man. Congratulations.
It's going to hurt a little bit. Nah, but for real, good job. Seriously, good job. Great fucking job. Now open up that fucking wallet.
Yeah. Tómalo ahí.